Welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.
The first thing you want to do is you want to put it in the middle like this, fold it into two, and you take your iron. I'm going to be using my stove iron. Trust me, crinoline is very, I was thinking it will melt, but that was not the case. If you have steam iron, the better. And I don't know if you may choose to just not to use water, but I feel water makes it iron faster, so I'm just going to be doing that. So after folding it into two like this, the next thing I'll do is bring it together. This is just it like this, and I'll be folding this open end, I'll be folding it in like so, and then I'll be taking this close end, I'll be putting it on top. Let me first fold this part in to make it easier. So I will do that. I'll fold this part in first. That's the open edge. Now you'll be thinking that crinoline will melt because it feels like I don't know, plastic, but it doesn't. For your crinoline to melt, that means the iron must be, I don't know how hot it can be. I was surprised as well. The next thing you want to do is you want to place this folded end on it like so, and iron it just like we've been doing. Now you may want to apply pressure at this point, because at this point it is thick, so it may be very difficult to stay in place. So you can just leave it there so that it's going to stay in place. It's going to stay. So you continue ironing it. Just like I said, I'll be applying water. If you have steam iron, the better. Now this is what we have. This is what we have. I've gone ahead to do some off camera before, so in total I have like 3 yards. I may not be using everything, and it's so I think that's just it. So now the next thing I want to do again is I'll be using this feather, but I'm not going to be using it like this. I'm going to be taking off the parts that I do not need. So you can just use your hand to take off the parts. This is what we have. Can you see? So I'm going to be doing it for everything, like this, everything. This is it. I've finished yanking off the parts that I do not need, and we have this. So the next thing we want to prepare again, I've done that off camera. I've wrapped my Alice band. This is where we are going to be arranging everything. We need our needle and thread as well. So I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle off camera. So now what I've gone ahead to do off camera is, aside the fact that I said I was going to thread my needle, I've also gone ahead to cut this into different sizes. Now I have 25 inches. This is 25 inches. This is 25 inches. I have 22 inches, and I just cut it out to my preferred measurement. So you can work with whatever you want to work with. So this is what I will just teach you how to make the bow, how I made this bow. This is my own bow. I'm going to teach you how I made it. What you are going to be doing is you look for the midpoint. For me, I love to look for the midpoint to make the bow a little bit accurate. Then take the first side like this to the midpoint, and also this other side as well. Take it like so, to go and meet this other end. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my thread and my needle, and then I'll wrap it around it. Don't forget that crinoline free, so please leave allowance. Don't be stingy with your crinoline. leave allowance on both sides, this side and this side. I'll do the same thing for everything. The only one I'm not going to be using as a bow, I'm going to be using it as a loop. So I'll show you guys. So I'm going to make like, I think one, two, four bows, and then one double loop. We have our 4 bows, and this is where your creativity comes in. I don't know how I'm going to be designing it just yet, but I just know that I want something beautiful, and that is what we are going for. You can actually just put it on your Alice band to see what it's going to look like on it. Just like I said, I used 3 yards. So you can decide to use more than 3 yards. So I think I love what this looks like. Just like I said, this is where your creativity comes in. Now I'm not using an inspiration picture. So if I was actually using an inspiration picture, I would have actually, okay, this is what I'm going for. And this is actually mine, so I don't have any particular specification. Don't forget our feathers. For me, I prefer to use thread and needle to tack my feathers down. You're just going to put your feather at different points. This is what I have after attaching the feathers to the headband. So now I'm going to be just to take my thread and my needle, and I'm going to be using it to wrap what we've made. You determine where you want it to sit on the Alice band. That is the piece that we've made, this crinoline feather piece. See, we have forgot something, the loop. And the remaining crinoline is actually small, but we are still going to be making our lip. So what am I going to be doing? I'll just take this like so, then I'll bring it like this as well. This is how I make mine. I don't know how you make yours, but this is how I make mine. I'm going to use my thread and my needle to secure it. So I'll just bring it to this place like so. No, I prefer like this. So I'll be putting it, attaching it. Normally I would have loved to attach it before putting my feathers, but I think it's not bad actually. So I'll be attaching my loop to my what? To my already made headband. I'm going to actually pass needle through the crinoline base. And once you are sure you're okay with what you have, you just tie it down. So this is what we have now. This is it. I was supposed to actually leave part of this this tape. I was supposed to leave it so that I'll use it to cover this part before attaching whatever, because what I'm going to be using is not big. This is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be attaching it on it, and trust me, this is going to be so beautiful. This is actually the trimmings. Let me show you guys this is exactly what the trimmings look like. So I'm going to be arranging this on this, and okay. So thank you very much. See you in my next video. Bye.